Hello, my beautiful mommies. I am excited to be back again today. And you may be wondering, why on a gratitude journal are we talking about the importance of venting too much? I'm really excited to get into this because this was very important to me on my motherhood journey. Finding that balance between having gratitude and also keeping it real and allowing space to do healthy venting. Definitely in the early phases, just because everything was new. I was, going through the motions a lot, feeling isolated a bit, being home, was probably venting too much, and it was coming across as complaining. Then I started to experiment, obviously connected with gratitude, found, journaling and things like that. So I'll share a little bit more, but just wanted to touch on that. I have notes here for today's topic. I'm going to touch on some of the challenges I went through and things that did not work for me that I did. And then I'm also going to share some solutions and things that I did to overcome those challenges. So, challenge number one that I found myself in: venting too much to hubby or people who couldn't connect with what I was going through. Number two, I finally accepted and acknowledged that I had a deep need to feel seen and heard. Number three, so, going from venting too much to people, then I jumped and tried to course correct and go a little too far on the other side of going into not venting at all. I found myself letting it all build up. This could be frustration, this could be resentment, and then bursting out in unhealthy ways, a lot of times with my significant other, because I was holding it all in. So I heard another mom mention this, and I'd never thought of it in this way. And just another point of it being helpful to find other people to connect with and not just put all of that on my significant other. So she said that there was an interesting finding, and I think there are multiple studies that have different numbers, but they found that women either speaking or thinking on an average use 20,000 words a day versus men using 7,000. So just thinking about that, I realized it's probably not the best to have my husband as my main go-to person, especially when he comes home from work. I needed to find other support systems outside of him. Going into some of the solutions to help me overcome some of these. Number one, create a healthy time and place for venting. Number two, seek out and find other moms in similar phase, or someone who has gone through it recently, who are your go-tos, and reserve venting to share that experience with those go-to people. And in this way also, it's more reciprocal. It can come across less as complaining versus someone who's not going through it and can't connect. It's really going to seem more like you're complaining. And that's not the case. Motherhood is wonderful, and there's all kinds of things that go into that, but there's also challenges, right? It's also helpful to hear what other women are going through and how they're dealing with it. And sometimes it can give you ideas and how, things you can do differently, but finding things that work for you. So number three, journaling. Being able to write things with pen and paper and is another way. If you have something to say or something that you feel like you need to get out, journaling is a great way to do that. It was so helpful for me to find ways to get the negative energy out, to make space, to let new and fun things in. So I hope this was helpful for you. I really found, and I had to go through both, right? I had to go through the venting too much and complaining, and then I went to not complaining at all and just staying on the positive, and then eventually coming to a healthy balance. Not everyone's going to agree with me, but for me, venting was good. Venting was good when I was able to create that healthy space and those connections and have those go-to people, and also have gratitude and look on the positive side as well. So bringing those both together, I felt like was the most powerful piece. At the end of the day, you know what works for you and what is going to be best for you, and trusting that inner mom intuition. So I wish everyone a wonderful day, and I'll catch you in the next one.